Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I am Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I am very, very happy and excited to be with each and every one of you this evening, sitting in Sacred Circle, whether you are watching this live on Facebook or you are listening to it live on Spreaker Radio, or you're going to maybe catch it later in the archives. Thank you so much for tuning in, no matter how you are sitting in Sacred Circle with us live or archives. It doesn't matter. The energy has already been reserved for everyone who's going to be watching this. The universe knows. So just thank you, everyone. And this is a beautiful, beautiful, I call it an hour of healing, of cosmic heart healing, where we're all sitting in Sacred Circle and we are giving and receiving healings, each and every one of us. And so, yes, hello, welcome, Louis, how are you? And Maureen, yes, good morning to you, because she works night shift, so this is her morning. So good morning to you and welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So just to thank everyone for tuning in and for showing up, and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And just give me a moment here as I am taking care of a little bit of technical. We don't have any difficulties. No. It's just, I have to do some behind the scenes things real quick. When you're running your own show, producing and running your own show, it's all good. And hello, Anthony, Sarah, and Austin. Yay, so glad y'all are tuning in this evening. And I always like to start off, too, with just let everyone, we're sitting in Sacred Circle. We are bringing our energy to everyone. So what we would like to do is just to let's everyone just, we're going to scan ourselves. We're going to check ourselves. So let's everyone just scan your energy. Take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through your mouth. Doesn't that feel good? And what we're doing is we're just removing everything that's not for our highest and greatest. We're going to remove it now. There you go. And just enjoy this time together. Sometimes we just rush from one thing to the next. And it's always important to check your energy and make sure that there is no other energy attachments to you, that it's all you. And just make sure that you are at your highest and greatest. And hello, Tammy. All right. So this is what I would like to also say is as we take these deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you can't breathe through your nose, then just breathe through your mouth. The thing is just to take some deep breaths here. All right. Really deep breath. Because here's just a little thing. Did you know that those that have disease are shallow breathers? Shallow, really short breaths. All right. So take a deep breath. I mean, feel it deep in your abdomen. Feel it. Put your hand over your stomach area and take deep breaths. Inhale and exhale and feel your stomach go up and down. All right. Those are the kind of breathing that we want to do, okay? So that's what we want to just release. Yes, we just want to release all of anything that's not for our highest and greatest. We didn't have a good week or a good day, or we're just letting it all go. Yeah, and there you go. Because if you don't, it will follow you and nip at you until you deal with it. So let's do that. Let's just get rid of everything that we can. And usually, though, you know what? We can do that. Absolutely, we can. We are very powerful. So let's start with the affirmation of I am my highest self. And of course, whenever we say something, we're going to say it 3 times. Everyone, let's do this. I am my higher self. And one more time. I am my higher self. I said it 3 times. If you need to say it one more time, then say that one more time. Now, since 2018 is all about the shifting from I am to we are, let's say this. We are our higher selves. We are our higher selves. There you go. So that's what I would like for you to also concentrate on is when you go through your I ams, go we are right after that. Because how you change the outside world, and there's a lot that has happened in the outside world, all right? How you shift that is by what you do inside. So the I ams is right here, the within, and the we are is taking it outside. You've heard the saying, as within, so without, as above, so below, as below, so above. You know, so it all starts within us. So say the I ams are within, push it out when we say the we ares, and just let that go. Remember, last week's show, it was mentioned that in order for the 3D reality of Mother Earth to implode, it's going to feel worse before it gets better. So how is the people who are stuck in the 3D and don't want to change, don't want to shift, how are they going to be removed from Mother Earth, who is going to be a 5D and higher planet? So how is that going to happen? They have to die off. That's just plain and simple. They have to die off. So how are they going to do that? Natural disasters, the weather increasing, those kind of things. A war, which is nothing new. It's in our history, in our 3D history. So the mass amounts of people are going to be removed. Now, don't just, and I want to clarify here that all those who are going to be exiting are not all bad and stuck in 3D. When there is an exchange of energy, a coming and a going from this earth plane, it has to stay balanced always. The energies always have to stay balanced. So if you have some bad people leaving, so to speak, oh, good riddance. But hold on. There's going to be those that and it's not so much that they sacrifice. They know that, okay, my mission is done. This is part of my mission to hold this balance. And I'm going to go to keep that balance as the energy is coming and going. Because if it's lopsided, it's going to rip a hole, or it's just going to mess up. They're reminding me, no, not a rip, but it's going to mess up the energy field. All right, everything is in constant balance in the universe. All right, so know that, and it's not that we have to martyr anymore or sacrifice like that. The people that want to go, no, this is their mission. They knew that they were going to keep the balance somehow. And so there you go. And some people may not even be aware of it until, a week before, a day before, maybe minutes before. Oh, I get it now. This is what I'm going to do. And that's okay. And then they cross over, and then they're so much more powerful to help us and to assist us as we ascend to peace. Yes, I know that may seem kind of foreign with me saying ascend to peace, but, it's turn the TV off. I'm not saying being blind either. No, or we are so focused in upper vibrations. We're paying attention to what's going on in 3D. They're behaving badly. All right. Okay. We still have, everyone works on different vibrations. No one's better than anyone else. We all have a mission to do. We're just not here to just, do whatever we want, find happiness and whatever as far as external happiness. So it's that's not how it is at all. All right. Yeah. I just wanted to say again, hello everyone that's coming in, and okay, just checking making sure everything is good to go here. All right, okay. So, yeah, stay balanced, and when people, and here's the thing, when people are stuck in 3D and they hear somebody talking, they may think, oh, you're blinded by the light, you got these rose glasses on, you da, 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 da. Just shh, shh. Try to see things outside that tunnel vision reality. Not everybody is because you can be blinded by light. Absolutely you can. Those who are too, and I'm going to say, they're too positive. They're blinded by the light. They can't understand or acknowledge the darkness. I understand and acknowledge darkness that's going on. Absolutely. How can you not on this earth plane? But it's happening. All right. And so the best thing we can do right here, right now, is to work within yourself. That I am my highest self. Always repeat 3 times. Take it to the outside. We are our higher selves. You're strengthening the upper vibration. You're strengthening and sending light out. Right? And that is very powerful. It really is. We are stepping more and more into our power and who we are as divine beings. All right? Let me take a sip here. Ooh. And stay hydrated. Ooh, this is a new moon. Today, the worst phase of Mercury retrograde is over. Mercury's going direct. There's still maybe another 5 days of the post shadow, but the worst part of it, so far, what they call the worst part, most powerful, most intense, is over. Okay, for those that are waiting to sign contracts, buy electronics, things like that. All right, and so. I would still, if I'm going to sign a contract or buy a house or do something like that, I would just give it even 5 more days just to make sure by the end of this week. So by next week, I would totally go ahead with it. But it's okay if it can't wait either. Okay, so just know that. So, all right. Yay. I'm hoping that... let me see here. I'm trying to make sure that sometimes Facebook gets a little behind with the comments. So if I do not comment right away, just got to let it catch up. Just let everything catch up. So if I'm not seeing something, then just do me a favor and put the comment in again. Just repeat yourself. So this is very interactive comment, and just we love the sharing. Oh, and speaking about sharing, for those of you who did miss, last week we had a contest that if you liked and shared this show, and then please like, share, and comment this show. It's very much appreciated. I'm very grateful for all the shares and the likes. So thank you so much for doing that. But everyone who liked, commented, or shared, shared last week was entered into a contest to win a free 30-minute reading session with myself. And the winner, and I gave it 2 days, I gave it like 48 hours, and the winner was Julia Ladd. So, yeah, and I don't see Julia on this evening, but that's okay. I mean, hey. Oh, happy Sunday, Rachel. How you doing, beautiful? So, all right. So the new contest for the next 48 hours is if you subscribe to the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel, you are entered to win a 30-minute phone reading with myself, and I will draw that on Tuesday. I have great reminders, people who keep me in check and remind me. Thank you, Sarah. Hey, don't forget to do the drawing. There was so many that came in last week. I had to check it daily, and it was a huge list. I mean, there was like 38 entries. So yeah, so it was a lot. So thank you, everyone. And I'm going to do more contests like this just as a give back and to say thank you. And I love it. I love doing that. So it's just something I like to do. It's what I'm here for, is to help. And let me just talk a minute really briefly about because most of you who are watching, actually all of you who are watching this show, are working on the ascension process. All right. And you are working on yourself. You're working towards activating that avatar. You're working towards your activating the light within. All right. And being that light worker, or that beamer, so to speak. All right. And all of us are doing that. And we still have to have boundaries as far as, I know I want to get out there and help people. Protecting yourself is very much recommended. You need to do that. Otherwise, you'll just be drained if you do not set healthy boundaries for yourself. You'll be drained, and also too, then you can get all sorts of crazy attachments, and you don't want that. So always make sure you're checking yourself. And you know when something's not right. You know yourself better than anyone. You know when something's off, when something's not right. And if you don't know specifically what it is, that's all right. Go light some sage, go light some incense, go light a white candle, go light a candle. If you do that, and just sit for a moment and just visualizing, you're releasing everything that doesn't belong to you. And again, I am my highest self. Puts that out. All right. And any other affirmation that's really powerful to you, or, and when you have a lot of these powerful affirmations, they turn into chants. I ams, we ares. So, hello, Kimberly. How are you? Thank you for tuning in, sitting in Sacred Circle with us. Woohoo! So be sure to, there's a new contest this week. Be sure to read what's scrolling down below for the new contest. And those of you who have already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please don't be discouraged. Refer friends. And if they do like it, just send me a message, their names, just send me a message that so-and-so, I sent them your way. If they like it, then that's an entry for you. So hello, Nicole. How are you, dear? Thank you for sitting in Sacred Circle with us this evening. So nice to see you. So I see more people have tuned in. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just very quickly go over. If you subscribe to the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel, all right, you will win a 30-minute phone reading with myself. Or you get entered, let me say that, you get entered into the contest. And what I will do is I'll collect all the names of those that have subscribed to the Goldylocks Temple of Healing, Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel. Everyone gets their name, put in who subscribes, and then I will draw a winner from those names. So please sure to do that. Subscribe for your chance to win a 30-minute phone reading. And so, if for those of you who haven't checked out my website too, it's whitesagewoman.com, and that is whitesagewoman.com. Wow. I'm so tuned in, ready to go here. I've got with the angels. And when you're channeling and you stop to take a moment, this is why I like to do this in the beginning, because when I try to hold on, let me do a little promotion here, it gets all miscombobulated too. It's like, where's my mouth? Oh, it's too funny. Yay! Oh, thank you, Anthony. Yay! So I go and I will get all of I'm notified with each new subscriber. So I will be taking the names and putting them into the draw, the entry, enter your name. So your name is entered, Anthony. So thank you. Woohoo! All right. Now, I always like to do a gemstone for the week, a gemstone or crystal. And this is really funny because this morning, this stone came to me. It was just really, I really, and I have some beautiful pieces of jewelry, and I was like, I should wear some of this. And it's Larimar. I don't know if you could see for the glare. Anyway, it's Larimar. You can Google it too to see some really beautiful pictures of it. And it's about Larimar is they're like known as the Atlantean stone from Atlantis. So it has a lot of that ocean, type of energy, the water, the Atlantis. So it represents sensitive emotions. Times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. So we're in some powerful shifts and some powerful times. Forget but aside from the new moon, we just got off Mercury retrograde. The sun's doing some more things, more sun flares, or we're doing whatever it's doing, magnetic storms. And it does affect us all. It really does. And so we can feel like we're turned inside out. Something that I discussed earlier with someone was that it can make you feel nauseated. I know that with some of my friends and fellow healers, we've been talking about how we've been feeling. We check on each other. How you doing? How you feeling? And a lot of us felt like it's a different type. I call it the ascension flu, or the ascension sickness is different than anything else. And if you go to the doctor for it, they'll just think you're crazy. They're like, you're not sick. We don't find anything that's going on. They don't understand. And so it may seem like it's hard as far as what's really going on and what is just me responding to the energies that's happening. And so that's why it's important for you to know your body, know yourself, and scan and you will know. Ask your body, ask yourself this question, even if you ask it out loud. Is there something? Am I getting sick? Wait for it. Yes or no, you'll hear it. Is this part of the ascension process? Wait for it. You'll hear it. If you don't hear it, feel it, sense it, know it, it will be given to you very, very, very soon. That you always get the answers back. Okay. And so I think you pretty much know. If you've been sick once, you know what that feels like as far as a physical sickness, right? And a lot of this emotional, like the ascension flu or ascension sickness, can affect you if you go with just fighting it. And I know it's just like, really, how do you go with feeling nauseated? It's pump up the vitamin C. That's what I'm talking about. Don't fight with it. Oh my gosh, it's a terrible feeling. It absolutely is. Don't fight your body though. Drink more water, vitamin C, vitamin B6s and 12s, some zinc, and we really always, all of us can use more magnesium. Just know this: if you take zinc on a daily basis with vitamin D, most of us in the Northeast do have to take some sort of vitamin D during the winter time, but most people just like to do that too. Just make sure you take extra amounts of magnesium, because zinc and vitamin D can deplete your magnesium in your body. So always make sure you pump up and make that you're taking the magnesium. All right. So, you are most welcome. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much, dear. Thank you. So it's just information that needs to be shared, because we hear about increase this, and take that. But when you do that, then you'll be okay. It usually resides. Do deep breath work. When anything that's ascension relation related, do some deep breath work and just take a few moments. Like I said, you can light some incense, light a candle, and just because we need to do that more and more now. We need to, and many people are walking away from distractions, so to speak. Many people are leaving jobs that are absolutely making them sick. They just are not happy. They're walking away from relationships that aren't making them happy. They are finally, you know what? I need to step into my power, and I need to get rid of people, situations that are not healthy for me or for my highest and greatest. And bravo. All right. Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you so much for seeing Cherub. Yes. Thank you. Woohoo. Now you are entered as well. All right. Oh, very good to know, Sarah. Thank you so much. Sarah is a Norwix independent distributor, and there is a water filtration system that adds magnesium to your water. And Sarah, please do me a favor and put the link, your Norwix link, into the comments for everyone as well. Check that out. I love the sharing of information. We should all keep each other informed with some information, whether it's for you or not. Let's look at all the stuff that's out there for us to help us. We know the stuff that's out there that's bad for us, right? So I always say, take what you can use and leave the rest. That's all there is. But I always agree with the sharing of information. And sometimes we learn something. So it's like, oh, okay, that's great. And if it's not for you, then that's fine too. So just always options. All right. Let's see. Now, the power animal of the week, which I find is so Larimar, like I said, the crystal gemstone of the week, for those who missed it, Larimar is what called the Atlantean stone, is very much about water and emotions and how we're feeling, right? So now the power spirit animal of the week is penguin. It's ice, snow, water. It's all still the same element, isn't it? So the penguin comes with a message and the representation that of fatherhood, the masculine, that strong masculine, and the understanding the feminine energy within the male. And you may have heard, okay, this is the rise of the divine woman. It's not about going from a very strong masculine dominated, society for thousands of years to feminine. It's rising that feminine up back to where they are balanced. Balance is the key word. Balance. Just keep that in mind. All right. And so, that's great. So Wendy and Rachel is mother and daughter. So thank you both for tuning in. That's wonderful. So, and the penguin also represents waking and lucid dreams. So waking dreams is daydreaming. Absolutely. We get visions then. Lucid dreaming. Have you been having increased lucid dreaming? Are you remembering your dreams? Write them down, even if they are batshit crazy. And yes, I said that because I had one last night that made me wake up going, really? But write them down. And even if it's people you haven't heard from in a long time or whatever, but I didn't even see a post by this person. Why would I think of this person? It's just funny. But I just love how it all comes together and how it all works. Whenever I have dreamt about friends or anything else, I usually hear from them later on, no matter how crazy it is, So And hello, everyone. Hello, Cheryl. Thank you so much. And yes, we have got to get together, Cheryl. I've got to get you on here. And I know sometimes we have conflicting show times, but definitely have got to have us do something together. She has great meditation work, so she can come and do a meditation for us. Also, Penguin is astral projection, helps with astral projection, astral travel. And this is interesting because I've also had this conversation just recently. And even what is, what's the scientific term? Remote viewing. Thank you. Remote viewing. Yes. So remote viewing, to me, astral travel, astral projections, all the same thing. Now, some people say, no, astral travel is when you are in dream state and you're out of your body and you're traveling all over the place. Projection is when you're conscious, you close your eyes and you push yourself out. Sure, you're still traveling, projecting, that's fine. And remote viewing does the same thing. However, the remote viewing, and I'm just going to say this, if you're what's your intention? What's your intention? Let me just say that, because it's no secret. It's been used by not just our government, by many governments to try to use psychics and seers and remote view and try to get an advantage in war. You want to know something? That's not going to work. Even if you take the most gifted psychic, seer, oracle, and you want them to see something in the upper vibrations that can be used for lower vibration, advantage, greed, and war, it's not going to come through that way. You're not going to get that information. That person's going to be blocked from seeing that and getting that information. So they might be seeing something, but, just know that. Come on, really? Okay, yes, Cheryl, that would be fun. That would, yes, us getting together and bringing her on. So, yes. We're definitely going to connect sometime this week. I know we're both very busy women, but we can make this work. Yay! All right, so Rachel, I've been waking up in the middle of the night by spirit and hearing them with my human ears. I'm glad you said that. Yes. That's another thing, too, is are you hearing more things now? Listen, we're going to start hearing like music, tones. Our ears are going to be popping like crazy. I too, Rachel, been getting up in the middle of the night with my ears popping, making the tones, and I know it's not anything wrong with my ears. And also, it feels like I went swimming, like my ears are wet. So I'm like, oh, I must have been astral traveling and swimming with the dolphins or something. It's like, really? My ears are wet. Come on. Or Spirit's giving me a wet willy while I sleep. But, and yes, there are some loved ones in Spirit that would do that to me. So I wouldn't put it past them. Well, anyway, so pay attention to that too. And if you're waking up in the middle of the night, that's always the sign right there of how sensitive you are. You are tuned in and you're feeling that you're just feeling all the shifts and that there really is no separation between all of the vibrations and all the dimensions. We create these barriers and these blocks, and we are proof that there's no separation in these dimensions during nighttime or during early morning time from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. and sometimes 6. It just depends. But I find that between 2 and 5 a.m. is when we are so tuned in and we are very sensitive and can feel everything. But we're still protected. Don't worry about that. As long as you are, all right, angels, let's go. You're going to protect me through the night. The angels, the dragons, the unicorns, they're not mythical and mystical type of beings. They actually are for real. The dragons come in, and the dragons have been here for a while. The unicorns, which are seventh dimensional beings, have just come back in. They're very skittish to any type of bad energy. So the fact that they've come back in to help us, woohoo, that's great. See, we have gotten more than halfway. We had to get to halfway before the light beings, whether you want to call them angels or you want to call them aliens, because there's a fine line between that. But these powerful light beings and Council of Light come in now and can help us. We had to meet them halfway. We had to ascend as they descend. Remember, things are always in balance. When we start the ascension process, they descend and then they do this beautiful figure eight dance. Turn it sideways, it's infinity. All right. So as we're ascending, the upper vibrations are descending and it just all becomes one. We are all one. All right. Whether it's, it's been proven by science. They are calling it, help me out here. I know it's entanglement, but they call it some kind of entanglement. I've talked about it before. It'll come back. Anyway, but this is all part of the oneness. And let's use the seasons as an example. We all joke around. Here we are, we're in spring, and many of us have snow on the ground, or we have really cold temperatures. It's 40 degrees Fahrenheit today, very windy, and so the high winds make it so much colder here. But the thing is that yesterday we were high 50s. It was beautiful. People were outside, let me clean up my yard some. And it's like knowing that the next day is just going to be winter-like again. So we had one day that's spring-like and another day of winter-like. And it's funny, we all are guilty of it because we've been brought up in a separation mindset, haven't we? So it's not like each season has this particular date that it starts and stops, like a switch. It doesn't do that. It eases, and you even see a bit of winter. It's almost like it has these phases where they overlap. So we're in the winter-spring phase, that beautiful merge, that beautiful oneness, that cosmic entanglement. It's all right there. And so, yes, one day is going to be winter. One day is going to be spring. One day is going to, until it finally just goes fully into spring. Maybe if we're lucky, because sometimes most people don't get too much of a spring before it goes right into summer. And that's okay. But you just see how it all overlaps. It's all connected. And the seasons aren't so spring's not like winter, go away, you're in my season. No. Oh, I'm glad that nature doesn't act like we do. We wouldn't be able to live here. I'll tell you that right now, if it did. All right? So, no. Be very grateful. And we're getting back to that. We are part of nature, connecting to the elements, and we are on this earth plane. Mother Earth's, we're part of her children as well. Yes, we are divine beings, but we have to show respect for our host, the planet host. Mother Earth is very much alive. She's a living being. And this is what is so celebratory, is that she is moving from 3D to 5D. She's already left 5D. In many parts. All right. It's not just a, here we go, we're going to shift into gears. No, it's all of that. There's parts of it that's going to upper vibrations. It's like this really long worm, so to speak, or this long mass or form or whatever. And part of it, the first part is going into higher vibrations, but there's still the rest of the part is still taking some time to go through. So it's still in 3D, but still moving. And that's how we all are ascending at the same time. We're doing that as well. It can't just be a sudden and a fast thing. it's such a jolt to our systems. And when we don't understand how destructive that really is, so it has to ease into it. And so I'm grateful, and I love this winter spring's time, this beautiful dance that winter and spring is doing with each other. And so it's right, you just keep all your winter clothes out still, and you layer because you never know. All right, it's cold today, I'll grab my sweater. Oh, it's nice today, I will need to wear a jacket or a sweater, so just go with it and just enjoy each and every day. Okay, Chris has, let's see. I had 4 dragons come to me about 6 months ago. They even gave me their names, is very clear, and I wondered why. Oh, because they're working with you, Chris. You are working with them. They are working with you. Now, this is and I'm glad you said 6. When usually you have 1 dragon. You can have more than 1, though. All right. But you can have a couple dragons that come and work with you specifically, and sit in it and ask for, what did they look like? What's the smell? Now, because some of you, the abilities to tune in are different. Some may know, some may sense, may feel, okay, how does it feel? Does it feel hotter or colder when they're near? Do you get a smell? Do you see a particular color? That kind of thing. Pay attention to all these details. There's no right or wrong. All right? There's no right or wrong. So pay attention. Now, Julia, there's dragons. They're not really part of the elementals, but they help to cleanse the earth. The air dragons, the earth dragons, the water dragons, and you're working with all these dragons, whether you're conscious of this or not. You're also helping to heal the earth, and you are helping Mother Earth on her ascension. So you specifically are helping with the healing of the physical of Mother Nature herself, and all of the elements and elementals. So there are 4 different colors, and yes, absolutely, they can come on all shapes and sizes. There's some dragons, people don't see them with wings, and some may even get confused. If you look at like Asian or Oriental drawings of dragons, some dragons look like snakes. Is there a fine line too between a huge snake and a dragon? And don't be scared by that. But dragons don't have to have wings either. It's depending on what type of element they are. So you most definitely are working with the dragons. That's beautiful. Keep working with the dragons. We all are working. Every one of you who are sitting in Sacred Circle with me, with all of us, you are working with, you realize it or not, in your dream state, in the astral state. We continually work. Our soul doesn't need to sleep. Our bodies do. And our bodies cannot contain our massive soul. And so it can't stay prisoner in this body all the time. It has to leave. This is the importance of sleep. That's why. Because this is why you hallucinate. This is why people, if you don't sleep, you really hurt yourself. You hurt yourself on the soul level. And it's like, let me out. And it will leave anyway, whether you get caught daydreaming or you're drifting off. So let's be respectful to our human temple, our bodies, and make sure we're getting sleep. Okay. And ask to remember any work that you're doing in the astral plane. It's important because many of you now it will come to you because it's ready. You're ready for this. This is what we're here to do. And so it's no, I'm not saying everybody quit their jobs and let's join this hippie community. And no, we still have to pay our rent and we still have bills to pay. Everyone's got stuff that we still have to pay and we still have to do that. But As we're raising our vibration, we're healing everything that we come in contact with, all situations, co-workers. So this is how we help. This is what we do. This is how we be. We are human beings. We are learning how to do and be. Remember, at the same time, there's no such thing as separation. It's just different sides. Don't say remove negativity. You want to remove half of yourself? That's going from one extreme to the next. No, negativity is good. I love the negative part of me. It's where I've learned my deepest lessons. So it's the negative and positive. It's the same, is different sides of the same coin. It's negative, positive. There is no negative or positive. It's negative, positive. It's one. All right. And so the same thing with all the other, opposites, so to speak. No. And when we start to look at everything in that oneness state, that beautiful, beautiful entanglement, everything, we have these beautiful aha moments. All right. So, and we start to understand more. All right. So let me see. I'm glad I'm checking here. Yeah. All right. I see a question here. Question: when you are dreaming, how do you get yourself to tell yourself to remember? All right. Now, I've always been able to remember my dreams, and I can tell you, you are the producer of your dreams. That's right. You can stop, pause, get out of it, whatever you want to do. But what I had asked the angels for guidance on this, because I've always been able to remember them and to help others. And I can't say always. There's been phases too. If I'm too stressed and I'm not listening, then I won't get the dreams. But recognize that. I'm too stressed. I need to calm down. Take some deep breaths right before you go to sleep. Ask your angels. Say, angels, I want to remember my dreams. Help me to remember my dreams. Angels, and you're telling your mind you want to remember too. Because your mind can be very protective and too protective sometimes to where it blocks out. It doesn't know really what's good or bad, so it's just going to block some stuff out, thinking that it's doing good. So I'm going to remember my dreams. All right, I'm going to remember my astral travels. And know that your angels and dragons and all these beautiful light beings for your highest and greatest are with you, helping you along the way, helping you with whatever you're doing in the astral plane. All right. So that's how, is just to make that statement. I will remember my dreams. I will remember my dream when I wake up, and then write it down right away. Because here's the thing, is that sometimes you can wake up and go, oh, I had this great dream. And then you go on your day and then, wait a minute, what was that dream? I can't get back to it. So all you have to do is just I like to keep a dream journal, and keep a dream journal by the bed. Sit up before you even get out of bed, unless you have to really go to the bathroom, then go to the bathroom, but come back, and do an outline. You don't have to write a movie script of your dream. Just write an outline. It can even be keywords and phrases. Or was there a particular person? Write the person down. Was there colors, a sound? What was the feeling? Write all that down. And then a little later, sometimes as you go on your day, and you remember more and more of your dream. Okay? So it's, you'll get to it. I don't remember my dreams much, but okay, well, you will try. Yes, you shouldn't. And know this. If you're on medications for sleep, it can prevent that. All right? They're reminding me about that. Thank you. So if you are on some kind of heavy medications, it can affect your dream state. And it's not just to sleep. What are they? Okay. Migraine type of headaches, seizure type of headaches, or seizure medicine. Sorry. Migraine medicine, seizure medicines, any kind of high-powered medicines can block you remembering your dreams. All right. So just know that, but still ask your angels to work with you on that. Okay. I love that, Chris. Good point. Keep a pencil and paper, because sometimes pens don't work. Oh, don't you? Oh, let me tell you, absolutely. You're trying to get that information out and your pen stops. And it's like, really? That's great advice, Chris. Keep a pencil. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Chris. Thank you. Okay, Rachel, I feel I have been trying to help my aunt that just passed away heal and move on because she was very angry. Absolutely, you could do that. And you know what? Yes, this is what you're doing with your aunt, Rachel. You're helping her. Okay? Most definitely you are helping her. And when we send healing prayers out to people, even I remember a long time ago, I mean right at what we're talking about here now seemed 425 years ago to say it out loud in public. But when the whole, I'm sending healing prayers to you, or I'm sending prayers, or I'm sending healing to you, and people will say, well, why would you do that if they're on their deathbed? They're not going to heal. Well, hold on. Their physical body is, they're going to leave their physical body, but you're helping with that whole transformation. You're helping with their ascension. Absolutely. That love is guiding them. And so, yes, there is a lot of very angry energy there, Wendy and Rachel. But let me tell you, you two together are very powerful. And you put that information out there. Now, they can deny it. They don't have to accept it. But the fact is that you put that energy out there for her to accept. She's still in between third and fourth dimension. She has not fully crossed over yet. But the path has been laid for her by angels anyway. I mean, just we know how to get home. We can kind of stop and block ourselves. So keep sending love and light to light that path for her. Okay. And so there you go. That will help. And it always helps, just send it out. That's why, people are like, oh, well, you need permission to send healing to people. No, you don't. And I know there's going to be a lot of you who may argue with me, but it's free will. If they don't want the healing, they just won't take it. But I would never tell somebody, don't send healing. And you just send it out. And if you have this person's intent, name or intentions or whatever, I'm going to send it to this person. If they are closed to it and say no, it doesn't die there. It goes to somewhere else. It goes to someone who is ready to receive it. So that's why I don't even, when I send healing out to everyone, I do have a healing book with names. All right. But I ask, the angels, I was like, all those listed in the healing book, all those in my heart and mind, and those that are nameless to me, and everyone that needs and will accept the healing, it's out. At all directions, here it goes. And those that want to receive it will receive it. And those that don't, that's fine. Really, that's none of our business. So, and that degree, sure. If you're sending healing, I don't think you ever need permission for that, because it is free will of whether they take it or not. Permission now it is for reading and trying to scan somebody. That, it is you just want a stranger walking into your home, right, without permission. So that, yes, a reading, sure. But if you're just sending love and light out, everyone can take that. All right, I'm not sure what you mean, Lyle, about what about dates. Could you clarify that for me? Lyle, if you're still listening, what about dates? What are you talking about that, please? Thank you. That's a beautiful way of doing healing. Oh, thank you, Chris. Yes. And see, that's something too, is don't put the name. And I definitely, if I am sending to somebody, I do not think about what's wrong with them. They know what's wrong with them. They don't need to be reminded of the dis-ease. Remind them of their divinity. Remind them of who they are. That's what helps heal them. Remind them of their repaired whole self in the upper vibration. So when you send that upper vibration, love and light to them, you're reminding them that dis-ease is an illusion. All right? Don't concentrate on what's wrong with them. They know what's wrong. Send them what's right with them. Send them what's right. Okay, so Lyle, dates and dreams. Dates and dreams. Now, there's so many different, write those dates down. If you do see dates and dreams, most definitely write that down. And because it can mean a lot of things to you. It could be a message from a loved one. It could also be precognition. You could, on this particular date. So it also requires more information. If you're not getting a full date, you're just getting a month and a day, or because you would know that it's a date, that would require more information from, I would sit down with the angels and the guides and I need some clarity. I need more on this. What is this? Is this a message from a loved one reminding me of a date that's past, of something that's coming? What's the significance of this date? Sometimes it can be numbers. If numbers repeat for you, whether you see it on a clock or time or on license plates or billboard signs or a song, or just whatever repeats. So it can be a variety of things. But most definitely, if you're seeing a specific date, and then that is a definite message for you. All right, so you want to sit more with that. And most definitely, create your, I call it the angelic committee. Angels want to help you, and there's so many of them, and they don't care if you call them by name. I've never called them by names. It's their vibrations. It's their sound. I know who I'm communicating with because I've communicating with them since I was a child. I wasn't allowed to talk about the spirit that was around me. It drove my mom crazy. She'd stop telling me, stop talking to them, please. So I asked, well, can I talk to the angels? These huge light beings that are around? Yes, you can talk to the angels. The angels are good. Stop talking to all the spirit. But even if it's, family, especially if it's family, she didn't want to hear what anyone had to say that crossed over. I'm like, fine. So I kind of, at a young age, shut that part, or not really shut it down. I just ignored them. I could see them, but I can't talk to you, but I always stayed in contact with the angelic realm. And they will help you with so much. And it's just, there's legions of them. I mean, there's so many of them. And they know what you need. And so you just ask it, or just say, you know what? Hey, angels, I need this. They know who to assign for it. You don't have to ask them by name. And because there's so many angels, so much more than the archangels that we know, there is a massive amount of angels and divine light beings that are helping us now. And this is why I have to say that we have these they're our ancestors, don't get freaked out, light beings helping us with the angelic realm, with the angels. And I said there's a fine line between that because a lot of people confuse these divine light beings as angels when they could be alien. And it doesn't matter all the details. Do they come from a place of love? Feel it. Does it feel good? You'll know it. Oh, yeah. There you go. That's all you need. And it's a committee. It's a guide. It's a circle of them helping you. And it's just very powerful. Very, very powerful. So sit with that. Thank you. Thank you, Lyle, for subscribing too. Yay. So you are entered in for the half-hour reading. Let this scroll one more time and remind everyone, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel for your chance to win a 30-minute reading session with myself. All the entries will be put into a drawing, and one winner will be announced and drawn on Tuesday. So you have 48 hours, give or take. You have some time, and it gives the people in the archives and replays a chance to enter as well. So just starting from now to Tuesday, all those that subscribed are going to be entered into that drawing. All right, and enter to win. So be sure yay, yes, please do enter. Yay. Thank you, Becky, for tuning in. Just another busy lady. So thank you for tuning in. I know you all are very busy. And so thank you so much. And don't let anything that I've said scare you. If I talk about the high vibrational aliens that most of us know. But now it's not like the hush hush. Even when they try to keep it hush hush, we always knew. We're not the only ones here. We're not absolutely not. This whole big universe, come on. We have a lot of people. We have a lot of beings that are rooting for humanity to make it. They want humanity to rise up from this third dimension to higher dimensions. And we already are leaving. We already are ascending, like I said. So they are rooting for us. We met them halfway, and it's just going to be very beautiful. Just don't tunnel vision to 3D news. All right? Know in your heart that peace is returning to Mother Earth. All those that die off that are low vibrational 3D are going to be reborn onto a 3D planet, another 3D planet that's already in existence and happening. People that have been dying off the last 2-3 years that are greedy, wants to stay in the 3D, still has karmic debt to repay, are going to be born on this 3D planet. It already have been. It's already started. Okay? Then that's how the implosion works. It's just by removing all of that energy. And it's going to be it's so subtle and so smooth. It's already happening. And that's why I say it feels like it's going to get worse before it gets better. And then just bam. Hey, I can't tell you what it's going to be like. Full time, I know what it feels like to be in the upper vibrations when I do healing work and reading work. And that's amazing. If we can feel like that all the time, woohoo! Yeah, I'll take some of that. I'll take more of that. Thank you very much. All right. Well, good night, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you too, Tammy. Thank you for tuning in. And we are running over a little bit here, but it's okay. Thank you so much for not just watching, but participating and for sitting in Sacred Circle with me this evening. And I have enjoyed this tremendously. And be sure you enter to win. Subscribe to the Goldylocks Productions, and the Goldylocks with a Y. Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel. You'll see all the shows from Goldylocks Productions, including this one, Spiritual Insight. And then also under the playlists, there's Goldylocks Temple of Healing, and that's my personal videos. So be sure to check that out too. There's plenty of playlists, a lot of variety on there. So have fun and subscribe and with your chance to win. And I will, like I said, every week be having some sort of contest. So thank you, Becky. Good night. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everyone, each and every one of you. Thank you so, so very much. May the obstacles to your flight be few and the blessings along your journey be many. Namaste, everyone. Good evening.